one and all present here. Dear panel, the COVID-19 pandemic has devastated human life in every way possible. In every way we can imagine. And among the sectors that have had exaggerated effect, education falls on the top of that list. And how is our education modeled? Our education system, especially in developing countries like Nepal, is strictly modeled on the system of evaluation. For that evaluation, exams are important. Because of the COVID-19, many exams have been halted that happened yearly in early basis to assess the students. So in this debate, like the question is, how do such kind of halted exams should be carried out in days to come? In this debate, House proposition brings you a case where we tell you that online exams are the most efficient way to combat the consequences of COVID-19. First of all, what have we seen in this debate so far? First, we get a false characterization from the previous speaker in opposition. The previous speaker in opposition gives us a false narrative of a false model which is not established well. He says that online education will happen in the way our primitive education systems have happened. But we don't tell you this. We tell you this, that online education will be a revised version of previous education. That is, students won't have to sit on the tables for 3 hours with a long subjective test. Because of this module, the online educations will be very convenient and easier, will accomplish many multiple objective questions, will not be particularly subjective, and will not run for 3 long hours in a single sit. These kind of modules make online exams more feasible in this manner. Second, what we see from the previous speaker, that there is a false level of urgency that is shown by the opposition. They said that online education will happen now, right now, or tomorrow. Like he gives the example of deans of universities saying that online exams will happen right now, tomorrow, this month, this week, this kind of thing. No, online exams will happen, but the date of those exams haven't been fixed. Those exams will only be taken when the situation is feasible, meaning when there is no mental burden for students, when the COVID cases in our country have lessened by a great extent, so that students do not face psychological distress, that they can totally concentrate on it. So the two major claims of the opposition that online exams are based on previous models is false. Secondly, they won't be an urgent need right now. They would happen after a period of long time that we do not get from opposition. What do my case gives you? I bring you 3 major arguments. First, my argument is that in principle, it is right to do the evaluation, so online exams are essential. Secondly, there is no other better alternative. Thirdly, it is better in the long run. First, why in principle doing the evaluation is so right? Like, as I already said, that our education system is purely based on the model that students will undergo teaching and learning process throughout the year, throughout the semester, and eventually will be evaluated. This evaluation is essential for them to get jobs. This evaluation is essential for them to get good internships and eventually have a good money in their lives to come. So this evaluation seems very important, and in these circumstances, other means of evaluation do not seem plausible. The internal evaluation system proposed by the opposition fails, as we already see in the SEE grading system, where there were thousands of 4 GPAs, hundreds and thousands of A+, that like the total internal evaluation system doesn't work in the corrupt system of Nepal. And other alternatives such as assignments are not as plausible as online exams. Because of this, as evaluation is the right thing to do, and because there are no good alternatives like the alternatives proposed such as internal evaluation or assignment based evaluation fail in this circumstance, online education is the go-to thing to run smoothly the education system. Now, the third major argument I bring you is that it is good in a long run. How? We have seen the tales of students from Humla and Junma walking days and hours to travel to the SCE center just to give an exam. We have seen students from remote parts of Nepal coming to Kathmandu to appear for the exams. When we establish the online system, we establish an order. That the order tells that like the education system in days to come will follow an online basis. Like, because of this remote access education, students of remote parts of Nepal in days to come will be able to access the education system, which is very difficult to access right now. Secondly, it is, of course, online education would require less expensive. We have seen NEB, National Education Board, and universities spending tons and hundreds of thousands of millions of rupees just to conduct exams. It will definitely be cheap. And thirdly, it is a paperless system. Eventually, it is a sustainable model. Because of these arguments that my house brings you, my house, that I clearly win this debate over the opposition. Good day. Thank you.